Good afternoon. My family comes from the green heart of Italy, that's Umbria. And we are a family estate. Our main focus is wine, but Lungarotti is not just wine. It's an integrated system of wine, culture and hospitality that my family has created in Torgiano, a tiny village just beside of Perugia. We have two estates, two wine estates, one in Torgiano, 230 hectares certified with VIVA, and another little estate in Montefalco, where we grow the traditional variety of the area called Sagrantino, and where we have certified, we certified ourselves organic, the estate organic, since 2014. In Torgiano, for us, sustainability is part of our DNA. It's not something we started to do for marketing reasons, but was already in the early 90s that my father put 5 metro stations. In the meantime, these metro stations have been upgraded and really helped us, not just for reduce our environmental impact in terms of treatments in the vineyards, but it really helped us in a wonderful project we started 5-6 years ago with the University of Perugia called Meteo Wine. Umbria was the only region without meteo system, and so we started to work with Perugia University together with other estates in Orvieto and in Montefalco to put together all the data that the researcher people at the university started to elaborate to make meteo model, to make climate model, to make meteo forecast. And this, of course, is something extremely important for us, for everybody deals with agriculture, because this allows to reduce the impact in a very important, of the treatments in a very important way. But since almost 20 years, we abandoned the ZERB and we use only to work below the line. And we do not use chemicals, but we use either cover crop or manure. It was interesting when the lady who spoke, Lady Cecchetto, said about the measurement of the water. This is something very, very important because for us as well, because it tells us only if it's strictly necessary to help the vines with water during summertime, and of course only for the whites in our case. Almost 10 years ago we inaugurated a biomass project, and we burned all the winter pruning shoots to make the heat we need during the production process, so to make the warm water to warm up the rooms during winter time, the warehouse, but also to have malolactic arrive properly in the barrique room as well as in all the other rest. We recently implemented with all the roof with the solar panels, almost 1,300 square meters, and of course the recuperation of the water. These are just few of the many behaviors, nice behaviors we have towards our environment. But I usually say that if you work on sustainability, if you're in agriculture and you work in a sustainable way, you do that, of course, also because you are selfish. This is the only way to preserve our future. Our future depends on the weather. Our future depends on the environment. And if you don't work properly, we will pay that in a bad way. But sustainability has to be also economic and not just environmental. And what I truly like and enjoyed of VIVA is that there are always new goals. And we already have all the goals we will pursue for the next certification that will, the next step, the next exam that will arrive at the end of the next year. And we are very, very eager to follow our schedule in augmenting our performance year after year. Just to go back to what we were saying before, ignorance is, of course, a very, very big problem. The ignorance, generally speaking, but especially the one of the consumers towards sustainability. I always remember many years ago looking at New Zealand Wine's website. They had already put, more than 10 years ago, a unique logo to say there were, you know, these New Zealand wines have the kiwi little logo, black and white, and they have a green and white for all the sustainable wineries of the country. We need something very immediate like that, and of course we need only one. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all those informations about your activity and your business.
Sorry, I forgot a very important part because I am an agronomist, so I just spoke about vineyards. But as I told you, Lungarotti is not just wines, it's hospitality, but especially culture. In Torgiano, we have a wine museum in which we have rebuilt the history of wine and of its links with all the Mediterranean civilizations since the beginning till nowadays. And this is, together with many other aspects, is one of the most important things in the territory indicator we did. Sorry, but it's like a minor brother, and I would have felt guilty not to talk about.
Thank you.